Hey, do you know you have a free offer that can avail for you all that you need without leaving out any and still give you something much more than that? I'm sure by now somebody is asking himself, how can this be? Or how is it going to happen? The answer to this is right in the book of John, chapter 3, verse 16, which is a popular verse that we are all familiar with. But it's just unfortunate that a lot have familiarized themselves with it but never put it to good use. What do we have in John 3:16? It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him will not die, but have everlasting life." What does this imply? You give your life to Christ and he will give you an everlasting life. You believe in Jesus Christ, that he is the Son of God, and you will be saved. What this simply means is that instead of being condemned, you will be justified. From whatever your story might have been from the onset, the moment you believe in Christ, you will be justified by that new faith you've just started believing in. Also in Romans chapter 10, yes, from verse 9 to 10, it's also said the same thing. Confess Jesus as your Lord. Believe in him with your heart. Believe that he was raised from the dead by God, and you will be saved. I want you to know that not until you are saved, you have not been redeemed. Not until you are saved, you are not justified. When you are justified, then this next one I'm going to share you now applies, that he will meet with your needs according to his riches in glory. That is the promise of God. And that is the free offer I want you to realize today that you've got. Embrace Jesus Christ. What are those things you're considering as your need? No matter how big it might be. Who would have thought water will come out of the rock for people to drink from? But God did it. That was quite beyond the imagination of the Israelites. But when they got to that point that they were thirsty for water, God brought water out of the rock, which met the need they were in at that particular point in time. The same thing can still happen to you. Remember, water did not only came out from the rock for the Israelites, they trusted that God and they were following him. If you also make that decision and you are like, oh, I think I need to have an intimacy with God, I need to reconcile with God, you need to reconcile with your Creator, then everything will work out well for you. I don't want you to delay it till another time. If you have not given your life to Christ, let it be now. Let it begin to rearrange things for you. You know, it can never be by your own power, neither can it be by your own might to meet those needs, those things you consider a need in your life. Then why do you have to struggle when you have somebody who has bared your burden already? All you need to do is just go to him and say, God, here I am. Have your way in my life and turn things around for me. And I'm pretty sure you will not regret it and you will never remain the same. Remain blessed. Thank you.